What if I told you that, as one of the chosen ones, there are secrets you must take to the grave? Yes, truth so powerful that revealing even one could cause everything around you to crumble. The world isn't ready to understand certain things, and some of the mysteries you carry are among them. Get ready to dive into forbidden knowledge, the kind that only a few are aware of, and that only the truly chosen can keep. If you think you can handle it, keep going. But remember, some doors, once opened, can never be closed. Silence holds a power that few fully understand. Those chosen to bear deep truths know that sharing these secrets can be a fatal mistake. Revealing sacred knowledge or even your simplest intentions can open the door to misunderstandings and manipulations that derail your ambitions. By guarding your silence, you preserve your strength and keep your plans intact, free from outside influences. Imagine having a grand vision, something that could change your life. What would happen if you shared that vision with the wrong person? Their opinion could become a heavy anchor, slowing your progress. In the realm of divine connections, silence is the armor that shields your purest intentions. Until your vision is strong enough, resist the urge to share it, even with those closest to you. We see great leaders who are cautious with what they reveal. Think of historical and mystical figures who carefully chose when and with whom to speak. The secret often lies not in what they said, but in what they chose not to. In your own projects, try keeping some of your biggest ambitions veiled, and you'll see how it strengthens your resolve. At the same time, there is deep biblical wisdom in the practice of silence. Joseph in the Old Testament suffered the consequences of speaking too soon about his dreams. Silence is not just a tool for protection, but a spiritual practice that aligns you with higher wisdom, biblical knowledge, and mystica. There is a peace in holding certain things to yourself, a peace only understood by those who practice it. For those chosen to walk a spiritual path, silence becomes one of the most powerful practices. It allows the mind to align with the wisdom from above, protecting you from worldly distractions. It acts as a shield, keeping you focused on your higher goals, often beyond earthly ambitions. In the midst of challenges, silence becomes a sanctuary. Silence is a way to connect with the divine. When we quiet ourselves, we allow the inner voice, guided by divine connections, to speak louder. And that voice knows when it's time to act and when it's time to wait. Guarding your silence is guarding yourself and your mission. Just as a seed needs time and protection to grow, so too do your dreams need safeguarding from premature judgment. But silence is not passivity. While you guard your truths, you must continue to act and plant the seeds for your future. The key is to keep your actions visible, but your intentions hidden. The world may see the fruits of your work, but what fuels those fruits, your deepest ambitions, remains protected in the sanctuary of your silence. And as you nurture this silence, it begins to shape the reality around you. Those who hold the deepest secrets become guardians of a quiet power, moving mountains without ever needing to shout. This silence shields your vulnerabilities, strengthens your divine connections, and prepares you for what's next. The story of Joseph offers a powerful lesson on the importance of being cautious when sharing dreams and visions. When he revealed his dreams of greatness to his brothers, the consequences were painful. Jealousy took root among his family, leading to betrayal. This biblical account illustrates the danger of revealing personal visions prematurely and how it can destabilize even the closest relationships. It's striking to note that, though Joseph was chosen, his spiritual growth journey was filled. He faced many trials before his dreams materialized. The wisdom here is understanding that, sometimes, silence is necessary until your vision becomes strong. It's like keeping the seeds of your dreams hidden until they are ready to face the heat of reality. Joseph's experience serves as a reminder to be prudent when dealing with your aspirations. He had no idea that by sharing his dreams, he would spark envy and competition. This is something anyone may encounter on their own path. Not everyone around you will be ready to understand your aspirations, and that lack of understanding can generate unnecessary conflict. In practice, what can we learn from Joseph? A good example is keeping your boldest goals and dreams private until you're sure the environment around you is safe. If you're planning a significant project or life change, refrain from sharing too soon. This protects your energy from external influences that may drain or derail you. Additionally, there is strength in maturing in silence. Just as Joseph faced his struggles, you can also find protection by waiting for the right time to act. Biblical wisdom teaches that it's not enough to have a vision, you need to know when and how to act. And this discernment comes from learning through your journey, not from the expectations of others. Joseph's dreams weren't destroyed, they were fortified by the obstacles he faced. This principle applies to anyone with big plans. The road may not always be smooth, but if you guard your ambitions with care, they will grow stronger. What once seemed vulnerable becomes resilient when shielded from premature scrutiny. Lastly, Joseph's greatest lessons came from his ability to learn through silence. He had to stay quiet while enduring his most significant challenges, learning the value of withholding until the right moment. This process of growth and maturation in secrecy prepared him for the success his dreams promised. So, the key takeaway from Joseph's story is that silence is a powerful ally. The wisdom isn't just in hiding things, but in knowing the right time to act. Those who master this timing, who understand the signs, are always ahead of those who act too quickly. Your dreams are precious and deserve to be protected. Sharing them too early can be like exposing something fragile to unpredictable forces, opinions, and criticism. By keeping your goals to yourself, you allow them to strengthen, growing firm roots before facing the outside world. This is especially important when you're surrounded by people who may not understand or support your vision. It's natural to want to share your aspirations, especially with those you trust. However, not everyone around you is prepared to grasp the magnitude of your plans. Exposing your ambitions before the right time can invite more doubt than encouragement. Think of it like creating a masterpiece. Showing the sketch too soon can invite criticism that weakens your confidence and undermines your determination. Protecting your dreams ensures they have the space to evolve. Criticism and judgment often come from those who don't fully understand what you're aiming for. That's why it's crucial to keep your vision safe from negative influences until it's ready to withstand the pressure. This applies both to personal goals and professional aspirations. Consider great visionaries who kept their projects under wraps until they were ready for the world. Steve Jobs, for example, worked on many of his revolutionary ideas behind the scenes, revealing them only when he was certain of their success. Similarly, your own ambitions need a safe space to develop, free from the scrutiny of others. The key to safeguarding your dreams is understanding that not everyone shares your vision. Misunderstandings can easily arise, leading to conflict or discouragement. Therefore, keep your deepest desires to yourself until they're resilient enough to face any challenge. This doesn't mean hiding, but being strategic about what and when to share. Each person's journey is unique, and your goals may not make sense to those who aren't on the same path. This is why protecting your dreams is so vital. The external world can be unpredictable, and keeping your ambitions shielded from outside pressures allows them to flourish when the time is right. Preserving this part of your life honors the growth process. There's wisdom in letting your plans mature in secret. While you continue working silently, honing your skills and strengthening your vision, you ensure that when it's time to reveal your goals, they'll be ready to face any obstacle. The practice of silence and patience protects your ambitions and allows them to bloom in due time. And when you're finally ready to share your dreams with the world, you'll find the wait was worth it. By guarding your ambitions until the right moment, you'll have protected the essence of what makes them special. At that point, you'll be fully prepared for the next step, where silence transforms into decisive action. Silence can be compared to a protective layer that surrounds something still in the process of development. Just like a plant needs a sheltered environment to grow without interference, your ideas also need this private space. When we expose something still taking shape, we risk damaging its potential. Silence, therefore, is not the absence of action, but a way to ensure everything has the time it needs to grow stronger. There are moments when the best defense against external influences is simply not to reveal your plans. The world is full of distractions and opinions, many of which can steer you off course. Keeping certain ambitions hidden is a way to protect them until they are ready to face the storms. Think of it as a growth strategy, where you shield your intentions from unwanted interference until they can stand tall. Those who understand the value of silence use it as a powerful shield. It not only protects your ideas from premature criticism, but also prevents other people's insecurities from seeping into your aspirations. Many times, others project their fears and failures onto your story. By keeping your projects secret, you guard them against energies that could gradually erode your confidence. A practical example is the development of a major project. Before sharing it with the world, it needs to be structured and strong enough. Accomplished individuals often maintain a level of secrecy until they feel confident in their work's maturity. In your own life, this concept applies to both professional endeavors and personal goals. Silence here acts as a filter, keeping negativity at bay. Silence isn't about doing nothing, it's about being strategic. While you keep your plans protected, you continue to move forward, step by step. During this process, what once seemed vulnerable grows stronger and more stable. And when the right moment arrives, you'll be ready to show the world what has been nurtured with such care. This is the true power of remaining quiet while your roots deepen. Just as a seed needs the dark earth to germinate, your ideas need silence to grow. When you provide that protected space, you allow the purest elements of your plans to manifest without being tainted by external influences. Silence becomes an incubator, where your ambitions grow peacefully until they are ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. Maintaining discretion about your goals also preserves your energy. Exposing your plans too soon can drain your strength and divert your focus from what truly matters. When you share something prematurely, it's like inviting obstacles that could have been avoided. Silence, then, is a way to channel your energy more effectively and keep your path clear. And in this silence, you find the strength to keep going. As you shield your projects from external storms, you build a solid foundation. When the time is right, what was once just a dream will have become a reality, strong enough to withstand any criticism or challenge. Certain spiritual experiences are so profound that they're almost impossible to put into words. The sacredness of these moments lies in their deeply personal nature. Sharing such revelations with those who aren't on the same path can diminish their essence. There's immense power in keeping these discoveries to yourself, allowing them to grow internally before revealing them to others. Each mystical experience is a gift, and with that gift comes the responsibility to protect it. Exposing something so intimate can make it vulnerable to misinterpretation or indifference. In these cases, silence preserves the magic of these moments, shielding them from misunderstandings. It's like holding a precious gem, knowing not everyone who sees it will recognize its true worth. When you go through a spiritual experience, it's natural to want to share what you've felt or discovered. However, there's wisdom in realizing that some things are best kept secret until the right moment arrives. It's about respecting the process, the growth these experiences provide, both spiritually and emotionally. Keeping them to yourself isn't selfish, it's a way of honoring what is sacred. Many wise leaders throughout history have understood this truth. They knew that some revelations were so deep that only those truly prepared could grasp their meaning. By keeping these experiences silent, we allow them to continue transforming us without the distortions that can come from premature exposure. It's a delicate balance between experiencing and preserving. The sacredness of spiritual experiences also lies in how they connect us with the divine. These moments often serve as proof that something greater is guiding us, and sharing them recklessly can weaken their impact. When guarded with reverence, these revelations become wells of wisdom that nourish our journey in a continuous and profound way. Moreover, keeping these experiences private gives you time to process them more deeply. Each revelation is like a seed planted in fertile soil, requiring time and care to grow. Sharing what's still maturing can disrupt this growth and even divert your focus. The key is allowing each experience to fully reveal itself before offering it to others. Protecting these revelations also fosters a sense of belonging to something greater. You become a guardian of knowledge that few possess, and this responsibility brings with it a sense of purpose. Instead of feeling the urge to share everything you've lived, you learn to appreciate the power of silence and discretion, knowing that some secrets are meant to be safeguarded. In doing so, you strengthen your spiritual path. By respecting the sacredness of these experiences, you prepare yourself for what's to come. And when the right moment finally arrives, those revelations will have grown into something even more powerful, ready to be shared only with those who are truly capable of understanding. Every spiritual insight you gain on your journey is priceless, and part of your responsibility as a chosen one is knowing when and how to share those teachings. Revealing deep truths too early can cause them to lose their meaning or, worse, be misunderstood. What's been revealed to you in a personal, intimate way has a higher purpose, and keeping it guarded until the right moment ensures that its essence remains intact. There is great strength in preserving the knowledge you've gained along the way. In a world where many seek instant answers, it's important to recognize that some wisdom is only meant for those ready to receive it. By keeping your insights protected, you ensure they continue to grow within you, until you're ready to share them with those who will truly understand their significance. This principle is evident in many spiritual traditions, where the deepest teachings are passed on only to those who demonstrate readiness. It's not about withholding information, but about ensuring it's treated with the respect it deserves. This also applies to your own life. Protect your inner discoveries until you find the right space to share them. The power of guarding your spiritual insights goes beyond personal protection. It creates a stronger connection between you and the truth you've uncovered. As that bond deepens, you become more capable of using that wisdom effectively, applying it in critical moments. Let these learnings guide your actions, but without the need to validate them through others' opinions. Throughout life, we all face challenges that lead to new revelations. But not every experience should be shared right away. Often, the value of a revelation lies in how it continues to grow and impact your personal path. The secret is to give these insights time to solidify and flourish before revealing them to the world. By keeping your insights private, you also protect your spiritual integrity. Avoid exposing your revelations before they're ready, preventing them from being misused or misinterpreted. It's a way of honoring your journey, ensuring that your learning remains a source of growth, rather than something to be diluted by external validation. Your evolution is for you, first and foremost. Protecting what you've learned is also a way to safeguard others. Not everyone is ready for certain truths, and sharing them out of context may cause confusion rather than clarity. By reserving your revelations for the right time, you respect others' learning pace and foster greater harmony and understanding. Wisdom, after all, is about timing. And when the right moment arrives, the knowledge you've protected will become a powerful light, not only guiding your own journey but also illuminating the paths of those around you. By respecting the timing of each truth, you prepare yourself for the next phase, where what was learned in silence will finally be shared in its full power. Maintaining discretion about your personal life and financial achievements is a smart way to protect what you've built. Often, when we reveal details about our progress, we attract curious eyes that don't always have the best intentions. Envy and unwelcome attention can easily creep into situations you least expect. Being reserved about these areas allows you to continue moving forward without being sidetracked by external distractions. In everyday life, it's easy to fall into the temptation of displaying what you've achieved, whether it's a new purchase or a career promotion. However, true gains are those that remain under the radar of the curious. The less you reveal, the fewer opportunities others have to interfere in your path. The secret is to focus on your goals and let your accomplishments speak for themselves. If we look at many successful figures, we'll notice that they often keep a degree of secrecy around their achievements. They understand that the fewer details available, the more peacefully they can proceed with their plans. Guarding your privacy when it comes to personal and financial matters, for example, helps you avoid becoming a target for those who want to take advantage of your situation. Discretion doesn't mean hiding your progress, but rather being strategic about what you share. Revealing certain aspects of your life can inadvertently attract people with dubious intentions. By protecting this information, you preserve the harmony of your journey, without risking negative energy coming your way. It's about keeping your circle of trust small and valuing those who truly have your best interests at heart. When you adopt a more reserved approach, not only regarding material possessions but also personal relationships and decisions, you create an environment of greater inner peace. Not every victory needs to be celebrated publicly. There's freedom in knowing that you can keep what truly matters private, without worrying about the opinions or judgments of those who aren't part of your world. This discretion acts as a shield that safeguards what's most valuable to you. Oversharing can open doors to uncomfortable or even dangerous situations. Maintaining control over what you reveal is a skill that ensures your progress continues uninterrupted. It's like building an invisible fortress around your greatest achievements. Over time, this discreet approach also improves your relationships with others. You learn to be more selective about whom you share your victories and struggles with, ensuring that only those who genuinely understand your journey are part of your life. In this way, your progress remains stable, away from the eyes and comments that could derail your growth. And so, you move forward, confident that you are in control of your life's narrative. By keeping certain information to yourself, you build a strong foundation for continued growth, unaffected by what happens around you. This balance between what is public and what remains private strengthens your path toward the next step. The most profound spiritual experiences, especially those involving a connection to the divine, are intensely personal. Sharing them can dilute the essence of what was felt. There's something sacred about these interactions, and keeping them private allows them to continue influencing your journey without external interference. When you keep these moments hidden from curious eyes, their impact remains pure and untouched. Not everyone around you is ready to understand the depth of these experiences. Sharing such moments can lead to misunderstandings or even skepticism. It's like trying to describe the indescribable. Words often fail to capture the full magnitude of what was experienced. This is why holding these moments in silence isn't just about preservation, but about respecting what is transcendent. Throughout your spiritual journey, you may encounter times when you feel connected to something greater, whether it's a powerful intuition or a clear manifestation of spiritual guides. While the urge to share these revelations is natural, it's important to discern whether the environment around you is prepared to receive such information. Keeping these connections private strengthens your bond with the divine, allowing transformation to occur fully. Those who value these moments of spiritual contact understand that not everything needs to be shared. By carefully choosing whom you share these experiences with, you protect the integrity of what you've lived. It ensures that your spiritual growth isn't tainted by opinions or judgments that might derail your focus. Your path is unique, and not everyone will be able to comprehend it. Keeping these moments to yourself also creates space for introspection and reflection. Rather than seeking external validation, you allow the experience to resonate within, promoting true transformation. Real change happens from within, and by safeguarding these encounters, you create fertile ground for your spiritual growth. This silence isn't isolation, it's a way of honoring your evolution. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of keeping certain experiences secret. This isn't about exclusivity, but about protecting what's sacred. By maintaining discretion about your divine connections, you create a safe space for these moments to continue manifesting, free from outside influences. This private space deepens your bond with the divine and strengthens your relationship with life's mysteries. Respecting this silence also honors the natural cycle of revelation and concealment present in all great spiritual journeys. Not everything needs to be spoken aloud, and by choosing the right time to share, or not, you align yourself with the ancient wisdom of protecting what's valuable. Your silence becomes a way of safeguarding the truth that connects you to the divine. And in practicing this discretion, you find that the most powerful spiritual connections are the ones protected by silence. When the time comes, what was lived inwardly will be ready to be shared with those who can truly understand it, without losing its essence along the way. Acknowledging your vulnerabilities is an act of courage. Everyone faces moments of weakness along their journey, but how we handle these challenges defines who we are. Sharing your struggles with others, however, can open the door to negative influences or unnecessary criticism. Learning how to manage these weaknesses in silence is a way to protect your energy and progress. Not everyone around you will be equipped to handle your moments of difficulty with compassion. Often, sharing your challenges can result in judgment or advice that doesn't apply to your situation. Keeping these personal matters to yourself can preserve your inner balance, allowing you to tackle your problems with greater clarity, free from external interference. There's wisdom in facing obstacles quietly, especially in environments where weakness is seen as a sign of incapability. Protecting your moments of struggle doesn't mean ignoring them, it means creating a safe space to process them. By avoiding premature discussions about your difficulties, you can find solutions with more clarity, without the pressure of external opinions. Many who have achieved great things have learned to manage their weaknesses in secret. Instead of seeking advice indiscriminately, they found their answers internally, dedicating time to understanding the root of their challenges. You can take a similar approach when confronting your own difficulties. Spend time reflecting on your issues before sharing tea. When you choose not to expose your weak points, you create a form of emotional protection. This doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather having the wisdom to select the right moments and people with whom to share your issues. Not everyone needs to know the details of your struggles. This discretion ensures that you continue growing in a healthy way, free from the weight of expectations or judgments from those who don't walk in your shoes. During times of hardship, it's common to seek support, but there is strength in finding that support in sources that truly understand your journey. By being selective about whom you share your vulnerabilities with, you reduce the risk of attracting energies that could drain your confidence. Protecting your challenges from critical eyes helps you preserve your ability to overcome them at your own pace. Furthermore, keeping your weaknesses private helps you develop inner resilience. Facing challenges introspectively can strengthen your capacity for recovery. Instead of feeling exposed, you become a more attentive observer of your own path, growing stronger with each obstacle you conquer. This resilience builds from the inside out, without needing external approval or validation. And when the time comes to share what you've overcome, you'll do so from a place of strength, where your weaknesses have turned into lessons and growth. At that moment, you'll realize that guarding your vulnerabilities was essential to achieving victory. And so, you prepare for the next challenges, knowing you're stronger than ever. Now that you've uncovered these powerful secrets, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you apply the lessons, or let them remain hidden, waiting for the right moment? The choice is yours, but remember, the truly chosen ones are those who take action. So, are you ready to transform your life? If you want to keep learning, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. What's coming next might be exactly what you need to take the next step in your evolution. If you've made it this far, you already know there's something special about being one of the chosen ones. But what if I told you there's a divine frequency that only those who are truly ready can hear? This next video will show you how to access this unique spiritual connection, reserved for those who are prepared. Want to find out if you're part of that group? Watch now and discover if you can unlock the sound many will never hear.